I don't know if you guys have noticed, but rapper and mogul P. Diddy has been in the news lately, and he's in a lot of trouble. He's accused of a lot of crazy shit. I actually met Diddy once. I'm gonna tell you that story later in this video. The story about how I met Diddy, and it was a super strange encounter. They're not gonna ask me to talk on a trial, but they did bring a lot of people to the stand to testify against Diddy. And yo, one thing they did was they showed, so Diddy was having these freak offs with Cassie and male escorts. They published like pictures of all the male escorts, and this was like 10 years ago. Shit. Imagine if you was a male escort and you just trying to live your life now. Next thing you know. Anyway, these are the male escorts that was in the freak offs with Cassie. Diddy like all humans, right? Sexually. When I understand in the trial, he was just paying dudes to smash his girl in front of him. This is wild behavior. This paid to have like most of our worst nightmares. I can't imagine nothing worse happening to me than somebody girl in front of me, right? But he was paying for it. He was getting off on it, and some of them actually testified.
Recap of the most significant testimony from the trial in week 2. We've heard this week a second paid freak-off performer. The witness we had this week danced under the name of the Punisher.
He danced under the name as the Punisher. Just let that sink in for a minute. Diddy went and got the Punisher. We'll let the Punisher speak for himself.
And he described being repeatedly hired to have sex with Ms. Ventura while Combmes sat in the room. He said that the first time he saw Combmes was in a corner of the room wearing no clothing whatsoever except for a veil that allowed only his eyes to be seen. This performer said that he walked out of the hotel suite with $2,000 in cash.
So this motherfucker paid $2,000 to have the Punisher fuck his girl. Punisher didn't even have to do nothing to Diddy. Diddy just was being weird in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Punisher got $2,000 to fuck Cassie in her prime. They say if you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. And that was $2,000 in like 10 years ago, before Biden ruined the dollar. Now, here's the thing. So Cassie was on the stand and she was saying that this would happen mad times with mad niggas and some whites, maybe a few Latinos was thrown in there too. But Diddy would pay these motherfuckers to fuck her in front of Diddy. There was one time Cassie went on the stand saying that Diddy would have one of these sex worker dudes urinate in her mouth. It's all super weird, right? And it was one point Cassie was in a freak off, and then she FaceTimed her husband. She FaceTimed him while she was freaking off. There's been a lot of women talking about her husband is like a real man because he looks past all that.
Husband?
Yeah.
Is the definition of unconditional love. And I love that for her.
You know how I know good men exist? Because Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, exists. Because Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, exists.
Sierra's husband used to fuck Future. Like the king of the degenerate niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Cassie's husband, Alex, that man ain't nothing. He ain't got nothing but God pumping through his veins. Like, truly an angel, you know.
May all my girlies find a love that resembles the love that Alex Fine has for Cassie.
Nigga, what?
Like, what a beautiful demonstration of what it means to be loved fully and fearlessly and unapologetic.
What I wrote, I got the top comment here. Them same girls would not date a dude if he was letting strangers piss on him. Right? Because that's what Cassie was doing. She was letting strangers piss in her mouth. Can you imagine a dude going up to his girl saying, yeah, you know, he said he used to have a past. His ex-girl would pay strangers to piss on him. Would those same chicks be showing the love, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what you don't want to be, man. Maybe I'm tripping. Yo, would you look past your girl's past if her ex-boyfriend used to pay strangers to fuck her? And sometimes use her as a little toilet seat, urinal. As far as I know, there was no defecation. I don't want to misquote Cassandra. Niggas was getting paid to use your girl as a urinal. Would that be something you cool with? If that's who you want mothering your children? I don't know. She did get, what, $50 million? I don't know. Some of y'all got different morality. But, you know, she got to kiss your kids with that mouth. They used to be a urinal. Rapper Kid Cudi came and testified.
Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking case filled with suspicion and suspense today. Rapper Kid Cudi is on the stand right now detailing a threat that Diddy once made to him. Fox 5's Linda Schmidt is live in Lower Manhattan, and she picks it up from there. Linda, what's the latest?
Yeah, hi there, Bianca. Well, first of all, I can tell you this. Every day, the testimony in this trial has been jaw-dropping. Today will be no different. Rapper, as you're talking about, rapper Kid Cudi on the stand, and he is testifying today. Go ahead, take a look at this video, because this is Cudi arriving here at federal...
Why does this nigga walk in like a rock star?
Take a look at this video, because this is Cudi arriving here at federal court in Lower Manhattan earlier today. Now, he is wearing the black leather coat and smoking a cigarette. He is testifying about his brief relationship with Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie back in 2011 after she and Combs had broken up. Now, Cassie has already testified that Combs flew into a jealous rage about her relationship with Kid Cudi, and he threatened to blow up his car. Now, Cudi has already testified today that he met with Combs after his Porsche exploded. And
so he threatened to blow up his car. The car blows up. And then he meets with him, man. This motherfucker Puff is a super villain. Like Spider-Man should be fighting this motherfucker.
Remains of a Molotov cocktail were found nearby. Combs is charged with running a criminal enterprise dealing with drugs and sex trafficking. He has pleaded not guilty on all counts. Now, yesterday, Combs' former executive assistant, George Kaplan, also testified. He continued this morning, and he left court earlier today. After wrapping up his testimony, he had testified that he would buy drugs for Combs and that he would clean up hotel rooms after Combs would...
Imagine having to clean up a hotel room post-freak-off. Man, I hope you got paid really well, bro. You had to be in there with a hazmat suit.
Hold drug-fueled sex marathons.
A drug-fueled sex marathon, aka freak off. Some people, when they want to have fun, they play video games. Some of us play basketball. Some people clearly have drug-fueled sex marathons called freak-offs, where they pay motherfucking male escorts to fuck their bitch in front of them while they masturbate in the corner with their eyes covered. Different strokes for different folks.
And a federal agent also testified yesterday that when they raided Combs' home in Miami last year, they found gun parts to make AR-15 style weapons, cocaine.
You go in somebody's crib in Miami, you find some fucking AR-15s and cocaine. This is regular Miami shit, you know what I'm saying?
Ketamine and more than 50 bottles of baby oil.
Okay, now that's where it gets weird. You know, so you tell me you busted somebody's crib in Miami and they got AR-15s and fucking coke. Yeah. I'd be more surprised if they didn't. But when you tell me 50 bottles of baby oil, it's one of two things. That's either the ashiest nigga of all time or P. Diddy Combs. All right.
And lubricant. Now, as I said, rapper Kid Cudi on the stand right now. We're heading into court here shortly. Back inside to you.
All right, Linda, thank you for keeping us on top of that.
This bitch probably thinking, damn, hope I don't look like her when I grow up. Jesus, that bitch look like the crypt keeper. No wonder they put her ass outside. Bitch, you gotta get outside amongst the people. We'll keep this one indoors. All right, as crazy as that is, but it's not like out the question, you know? We had all heard stories about Diddy, especially if you lived in New York. Like I lived in New York, you know, for like 15 years. Like Diddy used to beat the shit out of people. He was like kind of like a gangster. Like he was blowing up cars and shit. But like Diddy like fucked some people up, man. I ain't snitching. I ain't out here snitching. Before he was locked up, I wouldn't say nothing bad about Diddy, man, because I had heard some things that I don't want to say publicly, not no like nasty shit, like gangster shit that Diddy was on. I met Diddy one time back when I was young and beautiful. I used to be with one of the biggest modeling agencies in New York. One of the jobs I had was a show for Sean John. That was Diddy's clothing line back in the day. And I was supposed to wear this suit at the show. I met with all the Sean John team. They at the casting, they casted me. They got me fitted for the Sean John suit. And then I do the show, didn't speak to Diddy or anything, but I did the whole show. And then after the show, the chick who was in charge, who casted me, it was like some chick. And I was like, yo, y'all fitted this suit to me, right? Like y'all actually tailored this to me. You can't sell this shit no more. Motherfuckers ain't built like this, right? What you gonna do with the suit? Y'all might as well just give it to me. I figured I'd ask. And then she said, you know what? I'm gonna go ask Diddy, right? So she walked over across the room. I see her talking to Diddy. And then they point at me. Diddy looks at me. And Cassie was with him. And he goes, And that was it. So I never spoke to him. I just asked for a suit and I was denied. Thankfully, that's my only Diddy story. It's not as interesting as our friend the Punishers. That's when I was like, man, this modeling shit ain't really paying the bills. I still have to work other jobs, even though I was a male model. I was a personal trainer. And I said as well, and I was working for a moving company. I was doing all types of shit. So I said, I just quit this shit. And I just started working more. And then I started my online fitness business. And that's when I started making real money, like training people online. And I was able to build that into a multi-7-figure business. Now I teach other people. I have a free ebook that'll show you exactly how to do it. It's called the 10 Commandments of Online Training. The link is in the description. It'll really break down how you can grow your online fitness business. I've helped over 15,000 people grow their online fitness businesses. A lot of them do it full time because they want to. Some of them keep their job and they just do this on the side. It's 100% free. Go ahead and click that link and check out the book right now. It's free.